And it is. This is Fluffy. He's gonna be a soldier on Dorado, 3500, so he's masters. And we're right into the game. Pow. Hanzo. Not much you can do about that. Actually, I would say this. Okay, so this Dorado, it's not this guy's fault, but the more I play Dorado, the more I think holding that high ground is stupid. I mean, shoot a Helix rocket and then go to the low ground immediately. I think you could have pressured. Damn, that's a quick ult. Unless you got into like, unless this video started late. Yeah, I think this video started late. Hold on, let me just check. We're at 120. Oh no, they got all their alts really quick. How do you submit reviews? Twitter? No, God no, not Twitter. Join my Discord, and there's steps there. There's a review channel. Actually, if you just do, yeah, there you go. There's the review command.
Lights out.
My ultimate is ready.
With your power down. Get in there.
Okay. You got 2 important kills. There you go. Also, when you're shooting at range, I didn't mention it, but like a little bit ago, when you're shooting at far ranges, there's a couple guys low health. That was definitely where you should have thrown out the Helix rocket, but that's just a small detail, not a big thing. Ooh. Strange biofield, but maybe thought a big fight was coming.
One.
I've got you in my sights.
I think that was worth it. That was fine. Your team's getting bullied though, so you do have to create space. Shit, Mercy. Of course, Mercy. All right, your diva kind of saved your team. So now that you got space, probably go to the high ground. Again, that was the second time. Biofield is a little bit odd. It's a long cooldown. That's why I only say that. If it was like 8 seconds, I wouldn't think it was that big of a deal. But it's 12, 13. I forget what it exactly is, but it's up there.
Yeah, just boost wins.
Miss him, miss him.
Come here, get stabilized.
Did you love it?
Don't move.
Pull back a bit.
Okay, I like that call. And always, I mean, if you're shooting a tank, the burst fire is not bad just because of bigger hitbox. But if you're going after a smaller hitbox, I think I've been noticing you've been doing it.
I've got you in my sights.
That you have been burst firing.
Thanks.
Nice boost.
Enemies here.
Man. Nano visor, so fucking good.
Let's get patched up.
It looked like they had a McCree now. They switched. Genji went McCree.
Nice one, nice one.
I think so far it's been you've done really good. Or did I even view this? Hold on. We're at 627. They do it with 10 seconds left. All right, well, we'll allow it. It was close enough. Just checking. Because right now, everything was going fine. I think you played that point pretty much spot on as soldiers should play that point.
Attack commences in. And we'll get through this just fine. 2, 1. Attack commencing.
How do you get better at shot calling? You just have to start just making better calls. No, you got to start thinking about what's happening next. Just because you say X is happening or Y is happening doesn't make you a good shot caller. Also, people have to respect you as a shot caller. That's probably more important than anything else. Oh, the helix. Okay, that was basically where you should have shot the helix before, but it doesn't matter.
Can you heal?
So you want to be looking on the left side. I know staying back here is good, but you want to get to the high ground as soldier, and you want to start. Essentially, you want to start going up here and challenging people. Essentially, the Pharah, because you're going to be a lot closer to the Pharah both vertically and horizontally, because you're going to be over here. You also gain the window, but other than that, like you're doing the right thing by being back here and shooting long range. But I would definitely prioritize the high ground for this one. See, you really need that high ground. What team's biggest issue, when anyone gets hold at the first choke point, what their issue is not getting through the choke point, it's securing the high ground. Usually if you ever think there's an issue with your team, like if there's an issue right here, the issue isn't the issue. The issue is everything else other than the issue, right? Because it's a choke point. The defense has the advantage. You shouldn't be able to get through here normally. You have to create a change on the left or right side, depending on the map. And that causes a change to happen here. Again, high ground. Also, flanking a little bit will let you not shoot just shields. Yeah. So what happened there? It's funny. All your team went to the high ground. So what happens? Well, you're just all coming from one direction then, and then you can all get killed there. It's kind of a bad luck on your part. Is that when you flank, the entire team flanked, so it's not a flank. Does everyone get that? Does everyone understand that? If you have two ways to attack something, you have the main way and the flank. If everyone goes from the flank, this is just the main way. Now this is the flank. That's why it's not the... That's why you don't wait until your entire team is frustrated before you flank. Yeah, no, it's true. It's funny, if you do the same thing for 3.5 minutes and it doesn't work, and then you do something different, and right there is number one why you need to hold the high ground. It enables hit scans to do whatever the fuck they want.
The war goes on.
I want to see how they fuck up. Because we know they make it past this point, just by video length. Again. Okay, here you finally go. So I think one of the biggest parts of going from, like, 3,500 to, like, 4,500 is removing hesitation. There's a guy to your left. Experienced it twice?
We have 2 fucking hit scan and you can't kill the fucking Pharah.
Yeah, that guy's pissed.
Knock me down and I'll keep getting back up.
I don't know what hitting tab. Just stop hitting tab. That's the thing. Everyone hits tab and they think they're learning something. You're not getting anything. The kill feed will tell you more than anything. More than anything. So now you need to learn what you did wrong in point 1 and apply it to point 2, which is hesitation. So right here, I'd consider this somewhat hesitation. Like you have to pick a direction and fight. So it's very difficult to support your team up there from down here. You need a better angle of attack. Now that they got a pick, now they have the numbers advantage, they're going to drop down on you guys. So again, whenever you hit a choke point in Overwatch,
My genius is finally recognized.
essentially as soon as you get through a choke point, you need to spread out. If everyone stays on the same path like you did here, it's very easy for the team to sit up here or sit anywhere and attack you as one. As a soldier, what you should do, try to flank the right side, right? Go through the church. Try to contest this high ground, because if they keep the high ground up there, there's literally nothing a soldier can do if they don't drop down. And they got the numbers advantage because your team stayed up there, which made you lose the fight. If you lose the fight above, they made lose you the fight below.
Monkey top, monkey top. Zariwan, Zariwan. Monkey top, monkey top, monkey top. Monkey half. Messi, Messi, Messi. Monkey top, monkey top.
So at this point, you actually don't want to be here.
Monkey fucking top.
That's another reason why you don't want to be there. As a soldier, if they give you space, you need to take a point that's a little bit away from your team and annoyingly like distant for them to attack. So essentially, your whole team came up here and you all stayed right here. Yet the enemy gave you this much space. You should be stealing this space. If the enemy ever gives you space, fucking take it immediately.
They have Reaper now.
We're running out of time. Everyone, attack.
Also, the Techno Newbie! Thank you for the sub, man. There you go, your team got it. Very, very close, but your team got it. So this one's actually easy. I think your Axie was alright. Watch burst fire. Watch your burst. I think you're doing fine with it. When tanks are up close to you, like you weren't worrying about it because they do have a bigger hitbox, so it doesn't really matter that much. Position though, on defense you were holding the high ground fine. Defense was okay, but offense, get to the high ground. If nothing else, it denies them the high ground, especially on Dorado Point 1. When your entire team is focusing on the choke, it's very, very advantageous for the enemy to pop up there for a second, get a couple kills, and then run away again. And then the main push will kill everyone else. Also, with positioning, whenever the enemy gives you space, seek to take it up. Be greedy. You have to eat up the space. If you're going around a corner, all corners in Overwatch work like this. If there's a corner, and the payload has to go here, the first objective is getting the payload like right here. You need to cross the corner and start attacking from multiple angles. It's just difficult. It's just so easy if your team just stays right here. The enemy has one point of reference and they can easily attack it, they can easily flank it, they can do all this other stuff. But if you're just a little bit away and attacking them, all of a sudden they now have to cover this entire side. It also allows you to flank deeper if the opening exists. And then the enemy has to go, okay, we need someone to cover this flank, or if you see someone covering this flank, you can actually go deeper, stuff like that. But you see how you have options this way? When your entire team is stuck right here, you lose all your options. So that, I would consider just telling you this is part of information, but this is on logistics. Basically, spread out. Once you take a corner, spread out. So, what is it? Take opposite corner. Once you reach a corner, take the opposite corner almost immediately. I think I would have to go through all the corners in Overwatch, but I think all of them follow this concept. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of them do this. I'd have to, like I said, I'd have to double check. I'd have to go through all of them in my fucking head, but yeah, spread out across it. This also goes along the lines of seeking to eat area. I know I said that before, but I'm saying it again because it is, I consider it under information. If the enemy gives you space, you need to take it. You need to force the enemy. Essentially, the biggest weakness in this game is distance. And if the enemy is walking any distance, you need to make them pay for it. So if they have to walk 100 meters from here to here, you need to be shooting them and attacking them all 100 meters. Basically, you want to shove them back into the choke point that they came out of. Because there's always a choke point in Overwatch. Right? Even if you push them back all the way to their spawn, the spawn is a choke point. as soon as they get out of spawn, at least Dorado, you're in this open room, and then you hit another choke point. Open room, choke point, open room, choke point. That's, I think every map in Overwatch uses that logic, except for like which the one? Can't remember off the top of my head. There's one map that doesn't do this. What the hell? I can't believe I can't remember it. It's not Route 66. But yeah, Gibraltar. Yeah, Gibraltar does. Yeah, that's it, I think. It's not Oasis. Oasis does choke, open area choke all the time. Lambani has chokes, but it is rather open. Two Fort? No, Two Fort definitely has fucking chokes. But yes, whenever you see a corner, most likely get across from it. Whenever there's space, take up the space. Force them to come through a choke point and go across all that land, then get to you to fight. And they're taking constant fire while they're going across that distance. That's essentially Overwatch 101. But I think that's it. What I want this guy to work on is hesitation. Essentially, to get really good at Overwatch, you need to stop hesitating and make a move. Any time you're not moving is time lost. So do you go, do you flank right or do you flank up and left? Don't sit here for a half a second. In fact, by the time you get to this, there should already be a decision and you're either going left or right and you're just going to go the fastest way there. Hesitation is what you need to get rid of. But that takes a lot of work.